Okay, I'm going to run down over some things about evolution. The massive problem with evolution, where it come from, why people hold this position. But I'll get to the massive problem first. Evolution relies on reproduction. In their mind, they think that the reproduction, proves evolution. But in reality, reproduction completely disproves evolution. It's a catch-22. People will see things from a point of view that they want to see it. They don't see it from the point of view that proves themselves or their belief wrong. So evolutionists, they never see this from this perspective. They never take the time to look at it from what I'm about to tell you. But reproduction's the problem, because the first cell had to have a full reproductive system from nothing. So there had to just be atoms in the universe, and then out of absolutely nothing, all these atoms had to arrange themselves in a perfect order to where they created a full functioning reproductive system from nothing in a cell. You need to have a cell to begin with. You got to have a cell in a full reproductive system. So let's look at the numbers. A cell has 100 trillion atoms in it. 100 trillion atoms. So for atoms in the universe, inorganic atoms, to just arrange themselves by chance, the chance would be 10 to the 100 trillionth power. Now, to give you an idea how ridiculous this number is, the amount of particles, we're talking electrons and neutrons, atoms, in the entire known universe is 10 to the 80th power. The amount of seconds on a watch since the beginning of the known universe, since the Big Bang, is 10 to the 90th. But yet, evolutionists want to push evolution in schools to make people atheists and to hate Jesus, who is the most historical person who had ever lived and walked the earth and is recorded. But they want to push this in schools and teach it everywhere, and the numbers are so ridiculous. And this is just one thing. I'm not talking about the origin of consciousness or anything like that. There's other things, like the intelligence of the universe. How did the first cell know that it was going to die in order to make itself with a full reproductive system from the beginning anyways? And where did all of the, mathematical formulas like gravity and everything? It's so crazy that gravity follows the odd numbers, there's other stuff. I won't get into that, but evolution is ridiculous. Now, to get into where I think evolution and this atheism from the evolution come from is Protestantism. 500 years ago, Martin Luther started protesting against the Catholic Church, which Jesus Christ established. So you have the truth within the Catholic Church. And what happened is these Northern European states, they wanted their state religion. Now, to me, this sounds really familiar to like socialism and communism, where, you know, the state is in control and the state like tells you what to believe and what to think and where to go, how to act. You know, they try to control everything, the state. And I think what happened is it came from that. You know, Protestants started protesting. Everybody knows about Henry VIII. Henry VIII, he was a defender of the Catholic Church, but then he had a problem with his marriage. He couldn't have like a male child, so he kept wanting to get divorces, and the church says, no, like, you're validly married. So he formed his own state religion and like forced people to, you know, believe in his state religious belief. Yeah, it's like ridiculous. So yeah, that's where it come from. But like what happened is, as Protestants split and split and split, they become less and less like the original Catholic Church. You know, they believe less and less and less with each split, and eventually they don't really believe in anything at all. Like if you go up to like Freemasonry just says, yeah, believe in any God that you want. But if you just believe in any God that you want, that's equivalent to not believing in any God at all, or believing in anything. You know, if like any God's good enough, then it's as if you don't believe in God at all. So then, you know, that's sort of where, you know, their socialist beliefs come from, because like during the French Revolution, it was the Freemasons who tried to take over, you know, France, and they wanted to eliminate the Catholic Church. And Protestants, they hate the Catholic Church. So like they've actually infiltrated the Catholic Church, because they couldn't destroy it from the outside. You know, for centuries they couldn't destroy it from the outside. So like now they're trying to destroy it from the inside by like, you know, having spies and all that like enter the church and destroy it from the inside, changing the beliefs whenever they become priests and bishops or even pope. But yeah, communism's spreading, but its whole entire foundation is resting on evolution, and evolution is just ridiculous. Like a 100 trillion, 10 to the 100 trillionth power, you know, and they want you to just like accept this. And then what's even worse is they want you to accept that the universe exploded into existence from nothing. Like, that makes no sense. It's so unscientific. It's like saying that like a pink